Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. In this video, we're going to be talking about not just lightweight knives, but ultra lightweight knives. Now the knife in front of you right now is not a lightweight knife. This is from Buck. It's very popular. It's a timeless design. This is, of course, the Buck 110. Now this knife, although timeless and perfect for the outdoors, this weighs 7.2 ounces, which is over 200 grams. Now, I do wear this knife every day at work in this carrying capacity, and if you guys are curious about where I got this handmade sheath, I'll leave links for this as well as all the knives in this video in the description box down below. But this knife is perfect for if you're carrying a belt and bringing the outdoors. It's great for everyday carry tasks. And another knife, before I start the list that I wanted to show y'all, is the CRKT M16. This is another knife that's very popular, especially in the military, tactical, law enforcement community. And even though it's made out of, kind of a lighter material, which is aluminum, and even though that's skeletonized, it still weighs 5.5 ounces, which is over 150 grams. So keeping that in mind, keeping the weight of these two knives, use that to contrast knives that are only 1.85 ounces, which is around 50 grams. This is the Benchmade Bugout, and this is the first knife on the list I'm going to be talking about today. Now, this knife has a premium blade steel with having S30V steel, so that's going to drive up the price of this to around $119. It has a very lightweight type of plastic handle, but don't confuse that with being cheap. Even though I would not say this is extremely rugged, I would still say that this is going to handle pretty much any everyday carry task that you're going to throw this up against. And it has that famous Benchmade access lock that people know and love. It's strong, yet very convenient to be able to open as well as close this knife. So, first knife on the list, at being 1.85 ounces, is extremely lightweight, ultra lightweight in fact, but this is the heaviest knife that you're going to see on the list that I'm showing you right now. So let's move on to the second knife on this list, which is from Victorinox. This is the Cadet A locks, and it is 1.6 ounces or 45 grams. Now, for those of you who don't know what a gram is, it's basically 1 pinch of salt. So just kind of think of it in that way. It's extremely light. Now, in addition to having a knife, of course, any Swiss Army knife is pretty much going to have more than one different tool. And this one you have a can opener as well as a bottle opener. And then, of course, it has different ways of unscrewing things. And then over here we have a nail file. The Cadet A-Locks is a great knife, especially for the fifth pocket of your jeans, because it's very slim as well. So Cadet A-Locks, a great Swiss Army knife. Moving on to the next knife on the list, this is the Almar Ultralight Eagle, as a 3.5 inch blade, which makes this a really good ratio from handle to blade to thinness. It's extremely lightweight, like I talked about. So this is a very capable everyday carry knife. Now, the price on this is going to run you over $100. In fact, I've seen it fluctuate between $100 and $200 depending on where you get it from. And it only has AUS 8A blade steel, so a lot of people are kind of miffed by that because people feel like it's a cheaper steel. But I will say that AUS 8A is not a bad steel to have, so just kind of keep that in mind. Even though you have to sharpen it a little bit more, it holds up really, really well in most conditions. But I would not necessarily say this is the best knife, but it's also not the worst knife. It just depends on what you're looking for. Some people really like this knife. Moving on to one of my personal favorites. This is from Spyderco. This is the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. It's 1.2 ounces or 35 grams. And this one is only going to run you around $55. So it has that bidirectional FRN handle that people know and love from some of Spyderco's more popular models. And even though I wear between medium and large size gloves, I feel like this is still a very easy to hold in my hand type of lightweight knife. And yeah, this is just it's a great knife. It's a great knife design. It has a little back lock back here. It's very easy to open and close. And I love the pocket clip on this. It just stays in the pocket really well. So great knife to have. You will definitely forget that you have this in your pocket, just like you will any of the knives on this ultra lightweight list. Before we get to the last knife on the list, I want to show you all some of the runner-ups. So this is from Kershaw. It's made in the USA, and it's known as the Kershaw Dividend. It's just 2.8 ounces, so this is going to be a lot more in weight. You can feel a big difference between this knife that is close to 3 ounces compared to this one that is still under 2 ounces. So that's why these are all runner-ups. They're all going to be over 2 ounces, but still less than 3. So this is the first knife on that list, the Kershaw Dividend. The next one is from Gerber. This is the Gerber Fastball, and even though this is also a flipper, it seems very similar to the Kershaw Dividend, but this one is spring assist, and it's going to be more budget friendly, it being around $50, $60, whereas this one has premium blade steel. This is S30V blade steel, and that's going to run you around $99. And then the next knife on this list is from Benchmade. This is known as the Osborne 940-1. So this is the upgraded 940. The 940 usually runs you around $180, but this upgrade gets it closer to $240. But this one is even more lightweight than either of these two at being 2.4 ounces. The last knife on this list is the Opinel number 6. And this is also extremely value friendly at being only $12. This is also only 1.2 ounces, so it's this exact same weight as the Dragonfly 2. It has those lightweight beechwood handles that Opinel is famous for, and you're not going to get any sort of hot spot whenever you're using this knife. And unlike this Swiss Army knife, this actually has a locking mechanism to keep that open while you're using it. So a great little knife to have, another good one to keep in the fifth pocket of your jeans because there's no pocket clip or anything to keep it in place. So for your consideration, the Opinel number 6. Alright guys, hopefully this video made you guys more aware of some of the different options that are out there, and if that's the case, please click the like button. I'd like to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on ultra lightweight or lightweight knives? Are you carrying them more often than you have in the past? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. And if you guys are curious about any of the different knives that I talk about in this video, be sure to check out those links in the description box down below. Y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be repaired. God bless.